let's talk more about those core web vitals. What are they? Can you break them down for me, Tyler?
Yeah. So the first one that Andy mentioned was the largest contentful paint, or LCP. This is really going to be like that first point where the majority of the site has loaded in. This is usually something that's included with a lot of performance tools right now already, and something that Google has already been, as Andy mentioned, gathering a lot of data on for quite a while. So they have this kind of sweet spot here at a 2.5 second mark, where, you know, they're calling that their good phase. And you get up to 4 seconds of grace time in this metric, where they're calling it needs improvement. And anything after that, we suspect is going to, you know, really be deprioritized in the SERPs as far as position there goes. So the second piece is first input display. This is, like Andy had mentioned, measuring interactivity. This is when kind of that first opportunity the user has to actually interact with the page. And really this is like kind of what I would call the gold standard as far as being able to actually use the page. Because like Andy had said, that, you know, things are continuing to shift, especially if you've got web fonts that are loading incorrectly and things like that. This is really these all are gonna impact each of these metrics. And this first input display, or FID, is one of the key ones. You've got 100 milliseconds of grace time here to be considered good. The final one is the cumulative layout shift. This is when Andy was talking about the page kind of shifting. And I know we've all been there, where you're about ready to click on that piece in the hero banner, but then it shifts down because there's maybe a video in the background that wasn't prioritized properly as the page renders. And this is one where, again, like web fonts and things are also going to impact this. So if the web font isn't being loaded correctly, it can kind of have a cascade effect down all three of these metrics, but this cumulative layout shift is going to be the one that's most visible to the user. And so those are things where they're relatively easy to fix. Those fixes will have a site-wide impact, positive impact, and they'll really help to clean up some of these metrics and decrease the intervals that Google is really looking for site owners to be tightening up here through the introduction of these core web vitals.